Hi class, welcome back. Today is really special because we started the video and you guys should already have your salt, plain water, sugar, and your empty pitcher ready to go. Normally at this time we'd break away and you guys do the experiment on your own. However, today I have a special surprise for you. We are going to have a real life scientist. I didn't have a lot of time to find a scientist, so we're just going to have the one that I found. He's from Kaboom University, and his name is Mr. Snodgrass. Yes, Mr. Snodgrass. So, I'd like to introduce him now. Welcome! Come on in! He'll be here in a second. Hi, welcome. So happy to have you. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Mrs. Graves.
Hi.
We're doing our experiment for first, second, and third graders. And they're on the other side of that video camera. So we're going to do the lesson that we talked about, Magic Age. So, Mr. Snodgrass, this is my class.
Snodgrass.
Oh, my apologies.
Snodgrass.
Dr.
Dr. Snodgrass.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Snod.
Just call me Phil. Dr. Phil.
Okay. Okay, doctor. How about doctor? Will that work?
That'll work.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to put my safety glasses on. And if you guys have some of these at home, you can go ahead and do that. Do you have yours?
Got mine right here.
Okay. So we are going to stir these. You guys go ahead and stir yours. I got you a spoon if you want to come over here. This is, oh, I probably should tell you. This is salt, plain water, and sugar. Oh, you don't want to drink that. It's an experiment. It has salt in it. Do not. Don't drink any of this stuff. If you're thirsty, have your mom or dad or another adult get you something to drink. Are you okay? Would you like something to wash it down?
No, it's okay.
Alright, so go ahead and take your spoon. Don't drink anymore. And we're going to stir this. And I'm going to have you guys go ahead and make an observation and draw this in your notebook. Look at how cloudy these are. Remember, this is sugar. Remember to label them correctly in your notebook. Plain water, and that has salt. Look at how cloudy they are. That one's much cloudier than this. Look at that. Can you see the difference? Yeah, they make noise too. Pretty interesting. Okay, so once you guys have got those stirred, we're going to go ahead and put our eggs in. Remember when we originally did our egg? Let's do this one first. What happened? Do you guys remember when we put the egg in? What? Oh, you don't want to do that. These are raw eggs. If you do that, it will break all over the table. Do you hear something? I do. Raw eggs. So remember to be careful, boys and girls. So I'm going to do this one and let's see what happens. What do you think will happen, Dr. Phil?
Not too sure.
I think it will sink or float.
Just water?
Yeah, just water. That's it.
Sink.
It's sinking.
Sink.
It did. Go ahead and make that observation in your notebook. You can put an egg in yours and I'll put one in mine. Oh, no, you don't want to do that. Do it really close because if you drop that in there, it will break and then we'll have to do the experiment again.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's floating in the salt.
Float.
And sink.
Sink.
Nothing and salt. This
Salt?
is just plain water. I wonder what the salt has to do with density. Let's try this one and see. What do you guys think will happen? Are you guys ready? Oh my gosh!
Float.
It's floating! Wow!
Float. Sink. Float.
Wow, that is wonderful. I wonder why that happened. Do you think that has anything to do with the elements that we put in?
I think so.
Yeah.
Think so. Now we blow them up?
We do not blow anything up.
No?
No, these are first, second, and third graders. We are not working with any chemicals or explosives.
Okay.
This is all kid-friendly stuff.
Yes.
So, now I want to see if we can see what density looks like, baby. Let's use our food color.
Yeah.
Pink, green, and blue. So which one do you want to put the pink in? Let's see what happens. It is not
floating.
sinking. It's floating, and it's staying
It's
right
floating.
on top. Yeah, that's cool. Can you guys see that? It's right on top. It's not moving or going down at all. I wonder why that is. Go ahead and make your observations.
That
Wow,
one's sinking
that one's sinking so
fast.
fast.
fast. Float, sink.
Yeah, can you guys see that? Look at all the color going down. I wonder why that is. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that there's nothing in the water. What do you think? Wow.
It
that
started
was,
to sink, but it came
Yeah.
back up.
It's slowly sinking a little bit over here. It's on the top of the water, but it's
just
starting to go down a
barely.
little bit. If you look at this one, Dr. Phil, nothing is moving down. It's all right on top. But if you look at this one, there's a little bit sinking down, and this one's all the way to the
All
bottom.
the way
It's
to the
safe.
bottom.
Go ahead and make those observations and draw those in your scientific notebooks, your science notebooks rather, and you can use your crayons to make the colors. Red, blue, green. Red is salt, blue is plain water, and green is sugar. Yeah, that's not good and don't drink it. So we'll wait a couple of seconds while you go ahead and draw that, and always remember during the video you can stop and start it whenever. If you get behind or you miss something or you want to take time to write, that's totally fine. So while you're doing that, let's go ahead and remove the eggs. And be very careful, we don't want to break these, because then we would waste them. And eggs are really good. Okay, so we are going to continue on, but if you guys need to, you can pause the video. And something that we've decided to do is really cool. Dr. Phil mentioned that we should do this, so I'm going to have you hold this, and we're going to mix everything up. Sugar, water, in there first. Then we're going to mix the salt water second.
Orange.
It is orange, yep. And now we're going to mix the plain water. There's a lot of plain water in here. I wonder if this is going to make a difference. And if you guys are using glasses, make sure that you're very careful when you pour, because you could break them and get hurt. So I want you to make sure you're careful. Look at the residue of the salt on there. Okay. Yeah, do not drink that. That would be really bad. That would definitely, we don't want to do that. So it would make you sick. So our egg, let's grab this blue egg and put it in here. What do you guys think is going to happen? Are you ready? Okay, go. It's floating. Can you guys see it? It's right there. It's floating. I wonder why that is. Let's stir it a little bit so they can see it better. Make sure we have all the mixture in there. Now when I stir it, I did that so you guys can see it floating, going by in the picture. That has salt, sugar, and plain water, and the egg is floating. Why do you think that is? And it's in this big pitcher. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. So go ahead and draw this in your notebook, and after you get done doing that, I'd like you to fill in what actually happened with your prediction, and then go ahead and record all your observations if you haven't finished up with that. Label them, draw what happens, and then I want you guys to go ahead and make a claim. And you're going to write, I claim blank because blank. And don't put blank there. You go ahead and write what you claim and why you claim it. And again, the red glass was salt, the green glass was sugar, and the blue glass was just plain water. And then this is all of those combined. And then, with any experiment, we always have surprises or questions. So I'd like for you guys to write down any questions or surprises that you had. And then to extend the lesson, there's always things that we wonder about.
I got a question.
Yes.
What would happen if the egg was hard boiled?
That's a great question. I don't know. We'll have to think about that one and maybe try that when we come back to school. Another one that I thought about is what if we used 10 of these in the salt water instead of 3? Because before you came, we put 3 of these filled with salt in the glass, 3 with sugar in the other glass. So those were just my questions and what I was wondering about. So you go ahead and mark those down. And we will meet back on class. And I look forward to seeing you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun. Be safe. Make sure you clean up all your mess for your parents. The red one?